Hi, my name is Randy Shear, and I'm a technical curriculum developer here at Jitterbit, and I'm glad you could join me as I walk through the setup process for the Workday Coupa Employee Expense Process Template. First, I want to explain what a process template is. The Cloud Studio process templates are groups of pre-built integration use cases that accelerate the execution of a specific business process using numerous objects across multiple applications or systems. Process templates are designed to reduce the time to deployment by 50 to 80% and can be self-implemented, delivered by Jitterbit Professional Services, or delivered by an implementation partner. For access to a template, contact your Customer Success Manager. The Workday Coupa Employee Expense Process Template speeds expense management account setup and reduces technical support requirements. It offers automatic creation of cost centers and departments that save time for both new employees and HR managers. Now that we know a little bit more about this process template, I'm going to quickly show you how to set it up. There is no preparation that needs to be done to Workday or Coupa before installing the process template, so I'll begin by logging into the Jitterbit Harmony portal and open Marketplace. Marketplace is Jitterbit's new resource for searching and retrieving recipes and process templates to help you quickly create new projects. Once I find the appropriate template, I will click on Documents to download the documentation for this process template. This documentation should be referenced frequently while using this process template. After the documentation finishes downloading, I will click on Start Project. The next screen is the Create New Project screen. This process template has multiple projects with specific names that should not change, but I can use a prefix name to help manage the multiple iterations of this process template. I will then select my proper environment because Jitterbit is capable of having multiple environments. Once all these steps are complete, I'll click Create Projects. After the projects are created, I can either go back to Marketplace or go to Cloud Studio. I will continue to Cloud Studio, where I will find my newly created projects. There are several projects in total with my prefix followed by the name of each project. It is important to run each project in the proper order as listed in the documentation guide. After importing the project, I will click on the first project listed in the documentation guide. Each project has its own independent set of project variables. To set the values of these variables, I will go to the project variable list by clicking the Action menu icon, which are the three dots at the top of the project pane. I will then select Project Variables from the drop-down menu, then set or modify the values as appropriate. When I am done entering all the appropriate values, I will click the X at the top, which will take me back to the project. There is a list of variables that need to be changed in the supporting documentation guide. With the appropriate variable settings applied, I click the X at the top, which took me back to the project. Prior to running any of the project's operations, I need to open the Workday connector and test the connection to confirm that the supplied credentials work with the endpoint. To do this, I will double-click on the Workday connector and scroll down to the bottom where I see the button called Test. When that button is clicked, it will take all the variable settings I used in the last step to see if there is a successful connection to my specific Workday connector. If it was successful, I should see a green message saying Connection Success. If it was not successful, I will get an error message. I see that my connector was set up correctly, and I will click the X at the top of the screen. In this setup, I will not be able to test the Coupa connector, but this connector will work when deployed if it was set up correctly. Now it's time to start triggering the proper workflow in the proper order. It is important that I install, configure, and test the connectors of all the projects listed in the documentation guide. Once this step has been completed, I can deploy and run each project in its proper order. If you have any questions, please check out the information located at Success Central by going to success.jitterbit.com.